Good morning, students. Welcome to Little Charm Sindhu vlog. Till now, I have completed first chapter, and nearly 8 videos have been taken. In this ninth video, I am going to start respiration chapter. This is the first video of respiration chapter. So, children, let's get into the subject now. Coming to the first slide. Respiration. What is respiration? Respiration is the term first coined. Description. Coming to the description later. This chapter is also again divided into three parts, namely description of respiration, description of respiration in animals, description of respiration in plants. Okay. Coming to the next slide, description of respiration. Respiration word is coined from the Latin word, namely respire, which means to breathe. Respiration refers to the whole process of inhalation of air, to the use of oxygen in the cells, and also release of carbon dioxide from the cells. Physiological definition of respiration. Two definitions are there. You have to read them by heart. They are physiological definition, and the other one is biochemical definition. Physiological definition. Respiration is the movement of oxygen from outside environment to the cells within the tissues and removal of carbon dioxide from the opposite side. This is the physiological definition. Biochemical definition. Respiration refers to a metabolic process by which an organism obtains the energy by oxidizing nutrients and releasing waste products. Okay. Coming to the next one, types of respiration. Cellular respiration and physiological respiration. Types of respiration are two types. Cellular means that takes in an individual where at the cellular cells of the organism. Individual cells of the organism are involved. Wherein physiological respiration, whole process of transport of metabolites between the organism and also from the organism to the external environment. Right. Coming to the next one, history of the respiration. In the 18th century, two scientists have conducted experiments, namely Lavoisier and Priestley, to work on gases to know what is the underlying reason behind respiration. Coming to the next slide, Joseph Priestley's experiment. We have known his experiment in nutrition chapter, where we have dealt it with bell jar experiment or mint experiment or mice experiment, where we have said that there is a strong relationship between air, photosynthesis and respiration. Coming to the next slide, Lavoisier's experiment starts with an apparatus like this. Okay, apparatus will be like this, like right. Coming to the description of Lavoisier's charcoal experiment. Lavoisier conducted experiment where he has burnt charcoal with a water trough under it. Then a gas released into the bell jar. What is that gas? Carbon dioxide, known as fixed gas at that time. Why? Because they don't know what is carbon dioxide, what is oxygen at that time. Okay. Inference. Fixed air is formed in the experiment. Fixed air changed the lime water to milky white. This is an experiment where you conduct by conducting you conduct this experiment by taking lime water where lime water is taken and blown the fixed air is blown into it. Then there is a change of transparent color to milky white color. Okay, coming to the next slide. Lavoisier's phosphorus experiment. Phosphorus experiment. The apparatus is shown like this. And coming to the experiment, description of Lavoisier's phosphorus experiment. In this experiment, Lavoisier kept a water trough with a bell jar on it. Then immediately the phosphorus burns with air to form phosphorus pentoxide, which reacts with water to form phosphoric acid, by which the water level increases. Inference. Hence, he inferred that phosphorus might be reacted by phosphorus or itself, or maybe elastic fluid present in certain portion, or air which we breathe, or air involved in burning, but not water vapor, because raw phosphorus does not react with water. Okay. What is this experiment actually? Where phosphorus is taken and bell jar is taken, and then later on what he did, he kept the phosphorus on above the water level, and he was observing. Then it got catch fire and ignited itself. So he thought something happened to it, but later on, after formation of pentoxide, it reacted with, why? Because the water is getting heated, no? So because of that, water vapor arises. There is a reaction between pentoxide and water vapor, and there is a formation of acid, phosphoric acid, which increases the level of water level. So by this experiment, he inferred that something is there in the bell jar, that might be due to these 5 reasons. Okay, these 4 reasons, but not water vapor. But not water vapor. Why? Because raw phosphorus doesn't react with water. Okay, coming to the next slide. Lavoisier's metal or mercury experiment. The apparatus goes like this. And coming to the next description of Lavoisier's metal experiment. In the experiment, metal undergoes combustion reaction to form what? Metal oxide, and further it reacts to form basic solutions. Basic solutions are hydroxide solutions. In the Lavoisier experiment, when the metal is heated, there is an increase of water level in the trough. Hence, he inferred that when metal is heated, it reacts with some substance present in the bell jar. Okay, from these experiments, he inferred some of these, which showed that fixed air is produced in charcoal experiment. Fixed air changed the lime water milky. There is some substance in the bell jar to react with phosphorus, and air we breathe out changed the lime water milky. Combusted metals did not change lime water milky. Okay, these are the things which have been inferred from his experiment. What are they? From the first experiment, he inferred that fixed air is formed. Fixed air is changing milk, lime water milky color. And then later, coming to phosphorus, phosphorus reacts with some sort of substance is present in the bell jar experiment. Coming to the next one, what air we breathe out, what we breathe out? Carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is, now we know, but at that time they doesn't know. So they mentioned that what air we breathe out changes lime water milky. Combusted metals did not change lime water milky. Why? Because combusted metals, after reacting with oxygen, that is nothing but the process of oxidation, where oxides are formed, which react further with water to form hydroxide solution, which is nothing but again a hydroxide solution. So calcium hydroxide doesn't react with itself, isn't it? Yes, right. Because of that only they don't change the color of lime water into milky, right? Coming to the next slide. 19th century, later in the 19th century, they have discovered all the things like what is oxygen, what is carbon dioxide, what are the components which are standing, what are the major components which are standing in the respiration, what is the process of respiration, they have. Okay, coming to the next slide. Necessity of respiration to maintain the body temperature. Why? Several metabolic activities will be taking place in our body, and several metabolites will be released, and several processes will be conducted in our body. Those all things should be maintained properly, where energy and temperature is released out. These energy is utilized wherever it is necessary. And how the temperature is maintained? The temperature is maintained by several processes, but one of it is respiration, where we breathe out the humid containing carbon dioxide or others is released out, where the temperature of the body is maintained. The If we look also, we can observe that the temperature what we breathe out is more than the surrounding temperature. By this we can infer that to maintain the body temperature, respiration is also a necessary one. Okay, coming to the pathway of air in respiration. Inhalation process involves where air enters into mouth and nose by means of inhalation procedure. From there, it enters into pharynx, larynx, then trachea, then left and right bronchi, bronchioles, alveoli, and then directly into the blood capillaries, and then directly it enters into the blood. Blood. Okay, then it is received by the red corpuscles or RBC cells. Okay, we will come into discussion in the next video in a descriptive manner. Okay, thank you for listening for me. Thank you for listening to this video. That's ends the video today. So we'll see what is the respiration in animals in the next video. Thank you.